Alright, alright, alright. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, alright, alright.
What is up, everybody? Bill with Honest Open Permaculture Hot Farm. Today's planting is gonna be strawberries, and this new thing that I saw in the store is called Pineberry. Looks like a strawberry, but they say it tastes like a pineapple. We'll see. All right, so you guys already saw me do the first step, which is pull back the first row, all the hay that we had on that first row where we're gonna plant these. We're planting these right in front of some blueberry bushes, some choke cherries, and then our trellises that we're gonna be trellising our tomatoes, cucumbers, peas this year. Now I'm gonna go through with the hoe, and I'm just gonna loosen up the soil real quick. The soil's pretty loose, so I don't have to do a whole bunch of work to it. I'm just scraping it back and forth.
Okay, okay. Alright, alright, alright.
I was just loosening up the top few inches of soil because these pineberry plants and strawberry plants that we're going to be planting don't need to go very deep. They just need to go a few inches down. They're a root system. It's the crowns of these strawberries that we're planting. Let me show you. This is one bag I already opened, and this is the crown that we're going to be planting, the root system. So this plant is probably a year old already, at least a year to 2 years old. So we're going to go down this whole row right here, and we're going to put these roots in the ground. We want to kind of open it up a little bit. So when we put this in the ground, it's almost like a spider. Instead of it being all crunched up like this, we want its legs open, so when it goes into the ground, it's got all this room to branch out its roots and grow. So we want to kind of loosen them up, open them up a little bit, get all the roots to the bottom. Any dead stuff, any dead leaves, go ahead and pull that off. And let me show you where we want to plant these. You don't want to cover this whole thing. You cover this whole thing with soil, it's going to kill your plant. You just want to cover the root system and just up the crown about to where it was planted. So this part was above the ground. All this was below the ground. We want to plant it in the same way it was. So this should be planted like that. That's what we should be looking at. All this bottom stuff will be gone, and this will just be up top. So let's unbag all these, put them in their area. We're gonna plant them about 6 inches, 6 to 8 inches apart, and we're gonna go from there. When taking these apart, try not to rip as much as you can. I know it's easier said than done. So if you work it nice and slow, you can pull these roots apart without ripping them, without completely destroying the plant. Take a little patience, Boom, there we go. You can soak your roots in your water. Get them nice and wet before you plant them. They also come apart really easy once they're wet too.
Okay, okay, okay.
Maybe I kind of know why they put 2 bags per box in there now. These crowns on the bottom do not look good at all. Very little root system. I don't know if these are gonna make it. You can tell, look, like the other root systems I showed you, had all those micro roots, the little hair roots. This has none of that. So these are a little questionable to me. We're still gonna plant them just to see if it works. But if we get gaps, we know why we got gaps, because some of these aren't healthy. Let's check another bottom bag. See if they are just as questionable. Yeah, this bottom bag is not good either. I don't know what happened. Or at least they gave me enough in the top bag to where this bottom bag doesn't even matter. I don't even want to plant these. These are not good at all. but I will always give something a chance. So let's give it a try. What's the worst that's gonna happen, right? So with that knowledge, let's fill the row up with the top bags first, and then we'll come through and fill in some gaps with the bottom bags. Much better, much better. Just look at the difference. Huge difference. These already have growth on them. Just the amount of really small fibrous roots on it are really good. Huge difference. All right, so we got these Pineberries all spaced out. I'm gonna read to you a little bit what the box says about these plants. Their height is 6 to 8 inches. They're good from zone 4 to zone 8. Spacing them, they recommend 12 inches. You know, I like to push the boundaries and put it closer, so I doubled it. Every 6 inches or so I'm gonna put them. They said they grow well in containers and in the ground. Now I know what's going on here. If I'd have read the box beforehand, I would have known. They included that there's 2 bags in here, one up top, one on the bottom. I don't know which was which yet. Maybe if I keep reading, I'll find out. But they say, we have included 10 red pollinator strawberries with no extra charge. So there was 2 bags. They gave us 10 strawberries along with 10 pineberries. That was cool. Planting directions. Dig a hole large enough to encompass the roots without being crinkled. Set the plant in place so the crown is level with the surface. Remember, I just showed you that. It says once you dig the hole, cover the plant and then water it. Cool. Now that we have them all spread out, time to put them in the ground. Let's get you a good shot of what we're about to do at the moment with this crown right here. So this crown's got a good root system going on it. Not sure if this is the strawberry or the pineberry. I'm hoping the pineberries are the one with the better root system. We'll see. If not, we just get extra strawberries. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm fanning out, kind of loosening up these root systems. It's almost like where it has like 4 legs. You got one coming out here, one coming out here, one coming out here, one coming out here. We're gonna move the dirt aside. This is really soft dirt. Just move it aside, make a little trench, and we're gonna spread these 4 legs out in the trench like that. Hold the crown up, cover the root system. Make sure you keep the crown above the soil. So there you go. Let me get you really close on it. All right, so there's the crown in the soil right here. This is the plant. This is the part of the plant that was above the soil at the farm that grew it. That's exactly the way it was. So we're gonna come down a few inches more. We're gonna do the same thing to this one. Spread it open and plant it. Roots have dried out just a little bit sitting there. So let's dip them in the water. Great time to do a little weeding too while you're down here. If there's anything down here you need to weed out. And collect some chicken food. Chickens absolutely love these grubs. I just hope they didn't send us all these extra strawberry plants because the pineberry plants don't really work very well. We'll see. Now it's time to water them. Let's give them some water. I'm gonna run over to the pond real quick and get some water. All right, we made it. Can you continue soaking this bed down? All right, I'm gonna do one more thing, guys. I'm gonna cover these up lightly with some of the hay that we moved aside that was covering this row. So there's just some of this right here. I'm gonna cover it lightly. Not too heavy. I don't wanna drown out the crowns of the strawberry plants and the pineberry plants. But I also don't want little weeds popping up all through this bed and grass starting to grow back up in it. That's why I'm gonna cover it up lightly, because if I don't cover this bare soil, guess what's gonna happen? Mother Nature will, and it's probably gonna be with something you don't want it to be. Let's see, so we had 4 boxes with 20 in each box. So we had 80 plants. This is about a 50-foot row, so they were a little further apart than 6 inches apart. Hey Whiskers, you made it out here to us. Everybody's farm favorite, Miss Whiskers. She likes to come out and hang with me out here. Half of them are the pineapple strawberries. The other half are Eversweet strawberries. And I also have 2 more boxes of Eversweet that I had bought that I'm gonna go ahead and plant right behind it. She's always trying to walk through my beds. She likes sleeping back here, which is dangerous because I seen the fox back here. Watch out for that fox, girl. It's a big fox. And I hope that helped you if you're looking to plant some of your own fruit that you can start harvesting on probably in the first year. If not the first year, definitely the second year. Some fruit that you can get really quickly, unlike a tree, which is gonna take you 5-10 years to get something off a tree. Good investment, it just takes a while. Something like strawberries, blueberries, they come off first year, second year, you know, third year going strong. You're gonna have a good strawberry patch as long as these take well with the runners that they put off. Well, she's telling me I gotta get off here and pay her some attention. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you smash that thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't. And I'll catch you on the next one. Later, guys. What is this sweet girl? What? You not see me here? You not see me here talking to the people? Huh?